don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And right away, he lost the football. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one through the uprights and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick-6 last time out. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. It's Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lambert. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Off the play fake, Lambert eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Love. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He lets it fly for Lockett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but there, first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete to
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Wilson's pass.
From 3 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spot.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to get Credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Saints 7.
Kamara. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
87.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 9-yard line.
Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Will Lutz lining up.
And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Tyler Lockett on the return. Washington will take over first and 10. At their
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lambert. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Here's Wilson. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Wilson's pass. Complete.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tyler Lockett on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kicker on.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Lambert. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Turn. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Lambert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Love. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past across midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
41-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Lambert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete. Intended.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for him.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Good.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
This is Love. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He's 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up second.
Here's Love again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lambert looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 1.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Lambert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The 34-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
7-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And goal to go.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On first down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson,
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Running to start the drive is Love. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Eric Kendrick.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
The Saints, 1st down.
From the gun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. It got his man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Are you serious?
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now it's Lockett. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's good.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, here's Love. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the carry, it's Love. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the side.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And does Washington have it? They do.
Wilson on the keeper.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Following the fumble recovery, Lambert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's man. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And off the deflection, it's caught. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Wilson's pass.
A big play there on the catch and run. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. One last shot for Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Today's finals, Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.